Good evening, one and all. We welcome you to the international webinar series on holistic health, well-being, and sustainable development 2022 in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Art, Sciences, and Well-being, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 75 years of independence, and also UN Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030 as part of awareness and campaigns. So before we start today's session, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's sessions. Today, we are commemorating National Service Scheme Day. The National Service Scheme, in short known as NSS, is a central sector scheme of Government of India, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, and it provides an opportunity to the student youth of 11th and 12th class of schools at +2 board level and student youth of technical institution, graduate and postgraduate at colleges and university level of India to take part in various government-led community service activities and programs. The sole aim of the NSS is to provide hands-on experience to young students in delivering community service. The National Service Scheme, NSS, as already mentioned, is for the students starting from 11th class to postgraduate courses at a university level, starting from school level. And since its inception of NSS in the year 1969, the number of student strength increased from 40,000 to over 3.8 million up to the end of March 2018. Students in various universities, colleges, and institutions of higher learning have volunteered to take part in various community service programs. The NSS badge is proud to serve the nation. All the youth volunteers who opt to serve the nation through NSS-led community service wear the NSS badge. All the youth volunteers who opt for service the nation through NSS-led community service wear NSS badge with pride and a sense of responsibility towards helping needy. The Konark wheel is in the NSS badge having 8 bars, signifies the 24 hours of the day, reminding the wearer to be ready for the service of the nation round the clock, that is for 24 hours. Red color in the badge signifies energy and spirit displayed by the NSS volunteers. And the blue color signifies the cosmos of which the NSS is a tiny part ready to contribute its share for the welfare of the mankind. The motto of National Service Scheme is not me, but you. Benefits of being an NSS volunteer. A NSS volunteer who takes part in the community service program would either be a college level or at a senior secondary level student. Being an active member of these student volunteers would have the exposure and experience to be the following: an accomplished social leader, an efficient administrator, a person who understands the human nature. Major activities include National Integration Camp, in short known as NIC. The National Integration Camp is organized every year and the duration of the camp is of 7 days with day and night boarding and lodging. These camps are held in different parts of the country. Each camp involves 200 NSS volunteers to undertake the scheduled activities. Objectives of the National Integration Camp: make the NSS volunteers aware of the following: rich cultural diversity of India, history of our diversified culture, national pride through knowledge about India, to integrate the nation through social service. And other major activity include adventure program. The camps are held every year, which are attended by approximately 1,500 NSS volunteers, with at least 50% of the volunteers being girl students. These camps are conducted in Himalayan region in the north, Arunachal Pradesh in northeast region. The adventure activities undertaken in these camps includes trekking of mountains, water rafting, parasailing, and basic skiing. The objectives of this adventure program is to promote various adventure activities among NSS volunteers, infuse the sense of love towards the various regions of India, enhance leadership qualities, fraternity, team spirit, and risk-taking capacity, improvement of physical and mental strength, exposure to new vocational possibilities. NSS Republic Day Parade Camp. The first Republic Day camp of NSS volunteers was held in 1988. The camp takes place in Delhi between 1st and 31st January every year, with 200 NSS selected volunteers who are good in discipline, march past, and cultural activities. A contingent of selected NSS volunteers participates in the Republic Day Parade at Rajpath, New Delhi on 26th of January every year in accordance with the guidelines and requisition of the Ministry of Defense. Objectives of NSS Republic Day Parade: enable the volunteers to interact with fellow members hailing from various parts of India, experience the tradition, custom, culture, language of all states of India, provide a chance to develop overall personality of the student volunteers, constitute the bond of patriotism, national integration, brotherhood, and communal harmony. And National Youth Festivals. National Youth Festivals are organized every year from 12th to 16th January by the Government of India, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports in collaboration with the state governments in different parts of the country. Eminent guests, speakers, and youth icons are invited to address and interact with about 1,500 participating NSS volunteers during the National Youth Festivals. Objectives of National Youth Festivals: make the volunteers aware of various festivals celebrated in the country, remind the volunteers of the cultural importance of festivals celebrated in our country, provide a chance to the NSS volunteers to interact with the resource person, speaker, youth icons. National Service Scheme Award. The Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India, had instituted the National Service Scheme Awards to recognize the voluntary service rendered by NSS volunteers, program officers, NSS units, and the University Senior Secondary Council. These awards were instituted in the year 1993-1994. Since then, these awards are given away every year at various levels. The details of these awards are: total 5 categories of awards are given every year. The first category is university and council. Number of awards are 1 and the value of each award is 3 lakhs. Upcoming university category, 1 award and the value of award is 2 lakhs. And category program officer, number of awards are 10. Each award value is rupees 70,000. And fourth category is NSS unit. Total 10 number of awards is 10 and value of each award is 1 lakh. And NSS volunteer category, total number of awards is 30. Each award value is rupees 50,000. So objectives of National Service Scheme Award is to recognize outstanding contribution by NSS student volunteers, NSS program officers, and the program coordinators in community service, to encourage young NSS student volunteers to develop their personality through community service, to encourage the program officers and the program coordinators of NSS for catering the needs of National Service Scheme through the NSS volunteers, to motivate NSS volunteers for continuing their selfless service Yeah, excuse me. I was attending to an important call. Okay. So just give me a moment. Yeah, so with that, we shall conclude the commemoration of NSS Day, which was launched by Dr. B.K.R.V. Rao, the father of NSS and then Education Minister of India, initially in 37 universities covering all states of India. Uh, and at that time, 40,000 volunteers were there, 40,000 plus uh, volunteers at that time. Now it has grown multiple times. So we all, uh, I think most of us have been part of this NSS team units, and we all have really enjoyed being part of NSS and being proud of NCC and NSS services. So today we have other commemorations as well. We will go through one by one. Today is Bluebird of Happiness Day. Bluebird of Happiness Day is observed every year on September 24th, and bluebirds have been associated with joy, happiness, and luck. And they can be spotted on wedding cards, nursery walls, and a lot of paintings, songs. The phrase "Bluebird Days" is used to describe a sunny day following a storm. If you are into skiing, snowboarding, you probably know that Bluebird Days is used to refer to the days of sunshine, good visibility, and fresh snow. Bluebirds are cherished for their beauty, devotion to their family, and delightful singing. These tiny creatures reminds of small joys that we get experience every day. Dasara, uh, we also have the tradition of uh, sighting bird on the festival day. We believe that no, it is a good fortune which is called also called as this Indian roller board or Indian blue jay, or a scientific name of Coraceus bengalensis, in commonly known in the country as Palapitta. or Nilkand, and is a protected species. This is also, blue color and white color, result a combination of blue and white. And it is believed that it will bring good luck, which seen on the eve of Dasara. And if it is also believed that if one makes a wish before the bird Palapitta, it will convey a wish to gods who will fulfill it. So similarly, even in Indian culture, as we always keep saying, every species on the planet is given due importance, and they are also associated with the divine qualities to help them keep protected and promoted, and part of our cultures, traditions, and our own lifestyle, so that we take care of them and also they take care of us. So in a similar way, uh, even in US also, this Blue Bird of Happiness Day today uh, reminds us of small joys that we get to experience every day. So the bluebird is easy to spot. A male bluebird has a brilliant blue back and a flame orange belly, while a female of happiness. This notion was first held by the Chinese, who saw the bird as immortal, a protector, and a symbol of sun. Native Americans too were in deep awe of the bluebird, and Navajos revered it as a spirit in animal form. And Iroquois believed the bluebird song would make the harsh winters bearable. And for the Russians, the bluebird represented hope. In 1908, a play named The Bluebird by Maurice Maeterlinck depicted two children in search of bluebird of happiness. This play was adapted into an opera, several films, and child novels, further popularizing the assumption that bluebirds bring happiness. Historically, the bluebird was featured in everything from artwork to advertisements. It is also believed that the bluebird announces the arrival of spring. Early American pioneers called these bluebirds as blue robins because of their bright orange breasts and iridescent, uh, iridescent blue, black, and tail. Bluebirds are friends to gardeners because they keep plant damaging insects and other pests at bay. In 1934, the song Bluebird of Happiness was recorded. It was composed by Sander Hermati and the words were written by Edward Heyman. By 1945, the song had become an international hit, and many other Bluebird songs followed, including Judy Garland's Hello Bluebird and Paul McCartney's Bluebird. It's safe to say that for many years to come, bluebirds will continue to be the symbol for all things good. But during 1906, during a severe winter in central Mississippi, many bluebirds froze to death or died of hunger or thirst. It was a severe blow to the bluebird population in 1906, and the Morris Maeterlinck publishes The Bluebird, a fairy tale about the bluebird of happiness in 1909. And Robert Frost's poem on the bluebird is published, The Last Word of a Bluebird, in 1959. And the bluebird population reaches its lowest point ever in 1963 with the bluebird numbers dip. So most Americans know of the Bluebird of Happiness from a song of the same name written by Jan Pearce and Art Mooney. It is also a state bird, like even we have state animals, state birds, state trees, like also even in India, this Indian blue jay is also a state bird. Similarly, uh, this is also state bird for US. And the spiritual meaning of the bluebird is joy and happiness. The bird reminds us not to lose hope in the face of adversity and to not to let go of the joy even in direst times. So bluebirds are constantly fairly common, but their numbers have declined sustainably during the last century. So go bird watching in the nearby greens to spot your favorite bluebirds on Bluebird Day or Happiness Day. And who knows, you might spot some rare birds too. And paint a bluebird with your brilliant blue plumage. Bluebirds are every painter's dream. So try sketching or painting a bluebird on Bluebird of Happiness Day. Gift yourself a painting or a figurine of a bluebird. Display it on your mantle or by your bedside to share in good luck and happiness every day. And these are found all over America. Bluebirds can be spotted all across America, including the mountain ranges. And they tend to be monogamous. Two specific male and female birds will stay together throughout the breeding season and may breed together later too. So they have exceptional vision and they can hunt for tiny beings from up to 60 feet away. And the mountain bluebird is also known as Arctic bluebird as a nickname. And the bluebird enjoys the distinction of being the state bird of Missouri. And these tiny birds remind us that the joy can be found in the smallest things in life. All we have to do is pause and look for the inspiration around us. And it has been long cultural significance. Bluebirds have been celebrated as the harbingers of happiness for centuries. The Chinese, Russians, Native Americans, and others revere the bird for its happy temperament. It celebrates nature. Bluebird of Happiness Day also reminds us the deep bond that humans share with Mother Nature. Take this day to pledge to protect the birds, animals, plants around you. Today is also Family Health and Fitness Day in US. And apart from that, we have International Rabbit Day today, or also National Rabbit Day and National Bunny Day. And apart from that, we have National Fishing Day and National Hunting and Fishing Day and National Public Lands Day and National Punctuation Day. And Save Your Photos Day is also celebrated today. And today is also Thanksgiving Day. And also World Bollywood Day, apart from many others. So we'll just briefly look into these, some of them, not everything, due to time constraints. Today is also Fish Amnesty Day, which is celebrated on fourth Saturday every year. This year it falls today. So the day aims to create awareness about the marine life, especially those of fish. Just like other animals, fish also deserve our respect and protection. Overfishing, oil spillages, climate change, plastic pollution, and many other reasons are responsible for the dwindling fish population. Be it in ponds or oceans, fish constitute a huge chunk of marine life. They keep the ecosystem in check and food chain going. Fish Amnesty Day reminds us the importance of roles that fish play in nature. On this day, learn more about different varieties of fish and what you can do to protect them. So PETA first introduced Fish Amnesty Day in 1997. This day was started to remind people that fish should be respected and not killed aimlessly. PETA advocates for fish rights because they tend to be left out or forgotten even by animal advocates. Some people tend to give up animal meat but continue to consume fish. In fact, more fish are killed for food each year than all other animals combined. This is worsened by the belief that a lot of us have that fish aren't able to feel pain. So fish are truly amazing, fascinating animals. Apart from being breathtaking beautiful, they come in a wide range of colors and varieties. Every region on the planet is blessed with a bounty of different kinds of fish. They have distinct personalities, just like other animals and humans. Fish tend to be quite social too, with sophisticated societal structures. They can recognize and communicate with other fish in their school. They can also use tools to accomplish tasks, pass on knowledge to, and learn from each other, and even pick up the languages of other fish. And fish also have advanced nervous systems that process and respond to pain. With no laws protecting them from cruelty, fishes are often impaled on hooks, removed from the water, and suffocated. Their mouths are ripped open as hooks are pried out. They are hit in the head with blunt objects, and they are sliced open and disemboweled while still alive. This extent of animal cruelty that fish face has consistently astonished animal rights activists and researchers. So stop consuming fish and any other animal product. Just imagine if the same cruelty is inflicted on you, what kind of pain, suffering, agony you will go through. Similarly, all beings are equal souls, which are all, we all belong to one family, and we all come from that supreme. So, and we have to rethink when we are consuming, when we are causing animal cruelty on various animals and consuming them. And 11th century ponds are constructed to farm fish, which is popularly known. And deep sea fishing started somewhere in the 15th century for people to source food. And in 18th century, fly fishing, the rich start fly fishing for recreation. And PETA was founded by Ingrid Newkirk and Alex Pacho in 1980, which is working towards prevention of animal cruelty. And fishes are typically divided into three groups: super class Agnatha, that is jawless fish; class Chondrichthyes, cartilaginous fish; and superclass Eustachians, that is bony fish. And there are some fishes who can live more than 100 years. The coelacanth, a giant wired fish still around from the dinosaur times, can live for 100 years, according to a study. And At the anatomical level, fish have neurons known as nociceptors, which detect potential harm such as high temperatures, intense pressure, and causatic chemicals. So fish also feels pain. And on this day, let's promote vegetarianism. Fish is one of the most widely eaten animals across the world. On Fish Amnesty Day, eat meals that are devoid of any fish and other animal products. And today, read about fish cruelty or animal cruelty. You might be well aware of the cruelties faced by animals, but fish cruelty remains relatively lesser known. So know about the issue and look for the ways to help out. And if you live near the sea, go snorkeling or scuba diving on Fish Amnesty Day to appreciate the different varieties of fish that exist in the sea. And their sense of taste is also well developed. Most fish have taste buds all over their body. And most brands of lipstick, which are used as a cosmetic products, contains fish scales. And seahorses are unique, and fish have only become pets. It was not until 1853 when aeration and filtration of water were understood, and these aquariums and were widely made popular, and people were able to keep fish as pets, and they have been around since forever, since the inception. Fish has been there on earth for more than 450 million years. And today is a day to protect the fish, just like any other animal, and every animal. Fish also deserves respect and protection. And Fish Amnesty Day aims to treat every fish respectfully and teaches us to be respectable to every living being around us on planet, no matter how small they might be. This makes us kinder and mindful people. And since Fish Amnesty is all about protecting fish, the celebrations also look for ways to stabilize the dwindling fish population. This helps maintain ecological balance. Today is also Energized Day. With all the baggage life gives us, sometimes we all need to cool off to focus on ourselves and energize, uh, which generally Energized Day, which occurs on the day after the autumnal equinox on September 24th this year, gives a perfect chance to do so. If you never have time to relax and rejuvenate, you have no excuse on the day that was created just for that. Today is the best time to do whatever gives you peace and makes you soulmate. The world we live in is so fast paced, and we don't often get wrapped up in our busy schedules and unchecked to do list that we forget to take some time out for our peace of mind. Energized Day is a perfect opportunity to relax and forget your troubles. If only for a day, this is the best time to have someone self reflection, and you do whatever makes you genuinely happy. So, Energized Day sets itself up nicely right on the after autumn, falling on September 23 this year. So the autumn season transitions us smoothly from hot summer air to cool winter nights and provides a nice balance. Between the two, known as fall in North American English, this season is the time for tranquil sunsets, cool weather, and rebirth. This also applies to Energized Day, which provides a time to rest and look inwards for the renewal of mind, body, spirit, and soul. This day was created by Michael Porcia of Inner Dimensions. Michael is a life coach, consultant, speaker, and trainer who has developed and produced seminars, conducted workshops, and interacted with people in both public and private sectors for over 25 years. She founded Inner Dimensions to tap into the inner strength of each individual through coaching and training. So do not waste this day doing something that does not make you feel your best. It's all about you. So make sure you indulge in things that you ordinarily never have enough time, but for would love if you had more room for you in busy schedule. And today is also International Rabbit Day, bunnies. So International Rabbit Day, we would love to celebrate bunnies every day. This day is especially observed to promote the care and protection of domestic and wild rabbits. The Rabbit Charity in the UK founded International Rabbit Day in 1998. The goal of this initiative is to ensure that rabbits have been left unprotected or abandoned, find care and permanent shelters. So rabbits are prone to viral diseases and can become easy prey for a lot of animals. This day reminds us there is more we can do for them. Rabbits belong to Lepidae family and their fossils record date back to 40 million years ago. Out of the 28 different species, the European rabbit is the most well known. The species was initially found in the uh, Iberian Peninsula and northwestern Africa and then showed up in Western Europe about 2000 years ago. During the early 1950s, a viral disease called uh, myxomatis, sorry, uh, myxomatosis proved to be lethal to European rabbits, and the initial wave wiped out 99% of the population in Australia. The remaining rabbits were able to develop immunity by the time subsequent waves came. So, in recent years, the rabbit population has been declining, and this has resulted in a larger impact on our natural ecosystems as rabbits are vital prey for other animals. In 1996, the International Union for Conservation of Nature, in short known as IUCN, declared the Sumatran rabbit found in the Southeast Asia to be critically endangered species. And there have been only 2 sightings of the species in the 21st century. And the IUCN also placed the European rabbit species in the near threatened category in 2019 with the possibility of extinction. So there have been programs and initiatives taken by charities and welfare bodies to protect rabbits. The Riverine Rabbit Program is one such efforts that was established in 2003, and they aim to contribute and oversee the conservation efforts towards the critically endangered riverine rabbit along with its habitat. In India, the Lepidae family rabbits and hare receive protection under Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 because 2 of existing species are endangered. International Rabbit Day was founded in 1998 by the Rabbit Charity in the UK, and it became significant day to celebrate and spread awareness about rabbit protection and conservation. And rabbits express happiness through acrobatics known as the Binky movement. Happy rabbits tend to jump up high and twist their bodies to perform cute acrobatic performances. Rabbit ears do more than hearing. Uh, Bunny ears are not just used for listening, it also regulates their body temperature. And rabbits can be noisy. Although they seem quiet at first glance, rabbits actually can produce a variety of sounds from screeching to growling and even chattering their teeth. And rabbits' eyes are positioned in such a way that they can see almost perfect 360 degrees. That is only species, one of the rarest species that can see 360-degree vision. And rabbits have a sweet tooth. Most rabbits love to eat sweet things, especially fruits and carrots, radish. And rabbits are also social animals. Rabbits love us just as much as we love them. They love having company and getting our attention. And rabbits are prone to diseases and become prey to many animals in the wildlife if left unprotected. So they need our care and protection so that their low numbers can rise once again. And bunnies are also cute. There is a reason cute bunny compilations get millions of views on the internet. And rabbits are small and cute and they deserve nothing but love. Today is also Ancestors Day. Actually, even see, most of the cultures or traditions across the world have imbibed, have taken it from Hinduism, because Hinduism being the oldest religion, or oldest belief system that is, you can see a lot of similarities in all other religions also. In most of these practices are, though they are practiced with a different context or connotation, but we see a lot of similarities. We call this as Pitrumasa, where we offer our prayers and food offerings and various rituals to our ancestors. Uh, a similar way, today is also, and I mean this month and certain months and Amavasyas are very popular for this, kind of activities and rituals, and especially Pitrumasa. And this Ancestors Day today uh, in US and other parts like Cambodia, especially this has originated in Cambodia, and also various others. Even in US also, we have today is also celebrated as National Ghost Hunting Day. These ancestors as treated as, good people are treated as angels and bad people are treated as ghosts. So today is also National Ghost Hunting Day in US. So we will also look at two aspects, the good aspect and also the bad aspect of a deceased. So let's first look at the positive aspect. Chum Ben, or Ancestors Day, is celebrated every year on the 15th day of the 10th month in the Khmer calendar. And thus, this year it is held from September 24th to October 1st. So this entire week. So it is also a Cambodian religious holiday that is often referred to as Ancestors Day or Ancestors Festival. The festival lasts for 15 days before culminating into a final celebration on Chum Ben. The first 14 days of Muar month, uh, Fik, uh, Fikta boat are called Kan Ben. It is the longest and most unique festival in Cambodia. The day is spent paying respects to the deceased relatives of up to 7 generations. The Cambodians, it is during this time, the gates of the hell are open and the spirits of the ancestors are active. So there are in almost every religion, similar practice is there. Uh, the Chum Ben festival originated in the Angkorian era when people followed animism. Animism is the belief that objects, places, and creatures all possess a spiritual essence. And Buddhism replaced animism as the leading religion, but since they both emphasize respect for the deceased ancestors, the old customs under the new religion have been remained. In the Khmer language, the official language of Cambodia, Chum or Brochum means a meeting or gathering, and Ben means a ball of something, such as rice or meat. During Chum, Ben Kremers cook and offer meals to the souls of their relatives as they believe it eases their suffering. The souls are seen as hungry ghosts with the tiny mouths but enormous appetites. It is said that if you were greedy, envious, or jealous in your lifetime, you would become a hungry ghost after death. So, at least with this, don't be jealous of people and don't become too greedy, too envious of people. Otherwise, you can also become a hungry ghost after your death. And most believers will prepare food for the Buddhist monks as it is an act that transfers merit to the hungry ghost. While many believe that the food itself is transferred from the monks to their ancestors, people will also throw rice into the fields as some believe that food offerings are transferred directly to the dead. It is also believed that there are four kinds of ghosts: those eating pus and blood, burning ghosts who are always hot, hungry ghosts, and the pancreatic potok topak chivi who can receive food and through the monks. So others may only receive food from their relatives once their sins are reduced to the level of Pakrati Topak Chivi. Although this is a fairly unique festival, there are similarities to festivals in across the world, especially in Sri Lanka and Taiwan. And this it started beginning since long, but we always are commemorating in Western context only to appreciate. See how Westerners are even small things they are appreciating and following, but no, we have thousands and thousands of years of tradition, but we are somewhere ignoring them. And when we look at this Ancestors' Day, beginning in the Mahanayana period, Cham Ben begins during the Mahayana period in the first century BC, and the celebration during this period, Angkorian period, started somewhere in 802 AD, and Buddhism is introduced to Cambodia in 5th century AD, and reign of first Buddhist king, King Jayavaram VII, the first king who was a devoted Buddhist, begins his reign in 1181 AD, and King Jayavarman VII advocates for monks in between 1181 and 1218th century, appeals to his people to offer monks food and other necessities daily life during Chamben. So this Chumben draws many parallels to the Western holiday of Halloween also. We see, yesterday also we discussed these pumpkins are very famous and they are used as, in various dishes, food offerings as well as, as a decoration. And a lot of Halloween parties are being organized. So prepare lunch or supper or some food offering for your parents or grandparents. Respect for one's elders is an important practice in Cambodian culture and other cultures, like especially in Hinduism and various other religions. And learn how to prepare babins, sorry. It is a sticky ball of rice made with coconut milk and is a big part of festival. Uh, So generally, as you know, as we have seen earlier, also this calendar day, how it was shifted. But New Year always comes in March and April. That is how the nature has gifted us. But because of stupidity, we have shifted that to December. Uh, there is no scientific evidence or no natural significance to that, but always the new year begins in March or April. Even the financial year also starts in March and April, April. So Cambodia's new year celebrations also, like even in our Hindu festivals like Ugadi and various other festivals, starts in March and April. So Cambodia's new year celebrations, Chaul Cham May, are held in mid-April every year. And the only flag to feature a building is also Cambodian flag. And largest freshwater lake in Southeast Asia is also in Cambodia. Tonle Sap is the largest freshwater lake in the Southeast Asia, flows in two directions. And Cambodia has four different meanings and very rich also in temples. We can see a lot of huge temples, large temples in Cambodia. Over the past 60 years, Cambodia had four different names: the Kingdom of Cambodia, the Khmer Republic, Democratic Kampuchea, and the People's Republic of Kampuchea. So the entire festival or the Ancestors' Day, here also across the world, it is, celebrated different, like Mahalaya Paksha or Pitrumasa and all those things, different names are there. Over 2 weeks of celebration sounds good to us. So take some time off to celebrate. It lasts for 15 days. And it is the occasion where we pay respect to our ancestors, uh, honor them and remember our rich heritage and ancestors. It is important no matter what culture you belong to. And the night before the celebrations, villagers come along from all around to prepare the pagoda of their village. And Chamben is when the villagers gather to celebrate in their villages. So even in cities also, we can see these food offerings are being, rituals are being performed. So that is one positive aspect. As you know, we always have two sides of coin, as we say. Good people always become angels and gods and good things, and bad people will always become ghosts who eat blood and all those things. So today is also National Ghost Hunting Day. It is celebrated on last Saturday of every September. And this year, world's largest ghost hunt will be observed on September 24th. That is today. So this is an annual international investigation of the paranormal. Even in psychology also, we have this paranormal psychology, which studies about this, ghosts and all related things. Even psychiatry also, though we have this certain things, but that is beyond the scope of psychiatry or psychology, because as we have already seen, science, there is lot more beyond science. Science is just in infancy, so it has very few, the scope is very limited, but there is a lot more beyond the science, which is science yet to be developed to see the. But this ghost hunting is a paranormal activity that is being taken with the use of electromagnetic waves and various other waves through trying to, capture this energy, patterns of energy, and trying to sense whether there is some other, uh, you know, uh, some other energy. Like we all are energy. Basically, we are energy source. Like soul is an energy which has, come from the supreme soul. That is supreme energy. We are all, part of this energy source. And similarly, every animal, every insect is also a source of, energy. So we can easily detect with these energy meters and other things whether there are any other, beings at our place or in our surroundings. So they use a lot of, these energy meters and gadgets to detect this paranormal activities. Uh, so it's a very good, interesting subject. Those who are interested, but only for the strong-hearted, not for the weak-hearted. Many people lost their lives. Not everyone is. It's not everyone's cup of tea. So be careful, especially when you are interested in, this paranormal activities or kind of things. But you can learn as part of psychology. We also have courses that offer paranormal psychology. So that is also very good subject to understand, because every religion has this belief of ghosts or angels or whatnot. So if people think these are all fools, then majority of the population are fools and idiots, but they believe that. And if science say that it doesn't exist, then these all are fools who are following. It can connect a different meaning. Maybe that's a different aspect that scientists have to say whether they are fools or the wise or whatever it is. Well, there are a lot of contradictory things. That's why, I'm always very cautious about the science or scientists, or being, though we have studied, but still there are a lot of unanswered queries, a lot of clarifications that are required and which are beyond the scope of science. So let's leave science to its own fate, uh, not getting into too much complexity, because which it cannot answer. It is beyond its scope. So ghost hunting has something to offer for everyone. Some prefer investigating abandoned mansions with creepy histories, while others would rather guard ancient crypts. Ancient ghost stories around the world focus on historical records of literature. Science, religion, and academia are skeptical of their existence. Though ghosts are often considered a reflection of our subconscious and sometimes our deepest fears, whatever ghosts may be, there's no denying that all of us have been spooked out by something inexplicable at least once in our lives. So when we look at the history of National Ghost Hunting Day, Haunted Travels founded National Ghost Hunting Day to kick off the season of full of haunted attractions and fall festivities. And this is also become as a good business and tourism. Finally, okay. So they encouraged the ghost hunters to pursue their interests. The mysteries around surrounding the supernatural and age-old traditions are a matter of interest for a lot of people. And all of the funds that are raised through ticket sales go to a local non-profit pet shelters in each participating community and at least see how cool is that. They are contributing to, pets and pet rescue rehabilitation. And seeking paranormal activity isn't only about, dilapidated ruins or other forgotten corners of the world. It is also quite common for public places to boast of airy tales and haunted voices. Many famous locations such as Tower of London and White House have reported paranormal activities. It's hard to tell if any ghosts really do exist, but the tales are delightful anyway. And ghost hunters bring attention to historical properties and are also enthusiastic about preservation. As part of the adventure, the ghost hunters might visit towns or places that have a particularly violent history. In fact, every ghost hunting even organizes a bunch of walks. They pick locations based on both history and hearsay. If you are a novice, the thrill is in the anticipation. On the National Ghost Hunting Day, you should look forward to witnessing something really airy for the first time. If you have always enjoyed spooky ghosts, stories read by flashlight under the bed sheets or the unexplained blur on a snapshot, then this day is for you. Actual sightings are rare and fleeting, but thrill is worth it. So, if we look at some case studies, or the in 1912, the Axe Murder House, where six family members of were found murdered in Iowa, and in 1984, the first movie of the Ghostbusters franchise releases, and a doll in Houston is reported as haunted, which turns out to be Disney Frozen doll uh, in 2013. And Kennedy Life undergoes exorcism in North London in 2016. And what defines a horror? Because when we are talking about ghosts, fear, horror is a genre of fiction which is intended to or has a capacity to frighten, scare, disgust, or startle its readers or viewers by inducing feelings of horror and terror. And in Greek mythology, Apiels was the spirit demon and personification of the already discussed. Ghost hunting is the process of investigating locations that are reported to be haunted by ghosts. So, if you are not that brave-hearted to see ghost in person, watch horror movies. No worries. Ask a friend to join, revisit classics, or discover new ones. But if you are, weak-hearted, do not watch alone. Have someone accompany with you. And Ghost Hunting Day has a ghost hunting trip or a ghost themed party. You can even screen horror movies and decorate the venue accordingly. And you can visit the Friday the 13th camp. The location used in the iconic film was and is still functioning Scout Camp in New Jersey. And The Exorcist is an iconic for many reasons. The first horror film to be nominated for the Best Picture Oscar. So if you are strong-hearted, you can just keep watch this movie, The Exorcist. And The Psycho was the first American film to show a toilet. Before this, sound of water flushing was used to represent the toilet. And horror movies often inspired by serial killers. Serial killer Ed Gein inspired three major horror movies, that is Psycho, The Silence of the Lambs, and The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And Ed and Lorraine Warren from the movie The Conjuring were real-life paranormal investigators. And they inspire horror movies too. So it's fun. There is no saying if you actually get to see a ghost on this National Ghost Hunting Day, but it's a lot of fun either way. And it can be especially fun if you have a good ghost hunting team who join in on your anticipation. It is also challenges long held beliefs. Ghost hunting is also about exposing oneself to new experience. And challenging long held beliefs. National Ghost Hunting Day introduces us to alternative realities and encourages us to do something we wouldn't have otherwise. And also, it protects history. Many ghost hunters are also passionate about preserving historical architecture. The annual ghost hunting tips also make that our precious heritage is preserved. So, other relevant days is Halloween Day and Alfred Hitchcock Day, which are related to relevant to ghosts. And today is also National Hunting and Fishing Day. So it is also this day celebrates the outdoor activities of hunting and fishing while emphasizing conservation. It was first established by President Nixon in 1972 and is marked by the outdoor events held throughout the country. Its roots go back to more than 100 years to the President Theodore Roosevelt, who introduced the first laws regulating the hunting of wildlife in the US. And today is also National Public Lands Day in US. The land is your land, and this land is my land from California to the New York land. The song says, you can honor it all on the National Public Land Day. This year, events falls on September 24th, that is today, when outdoor freaks and geeks come to participate in planting trees, removing trash, and observing wildlife. More likely than not, you can find public lands near you that you don't even know you had access to. The whole idea is to draw attention to the beauty of our environment and attend events that bring us together. It's also a day to reflect on how natural disasters and humans neglect can have impact on future. And today is also National Punctuation Day. From the lowly comma to the flamboyant ampersand, National Punctuation Day celebrates the punctuation that makes our words legible and gets our point across. Like, though I can't show, just let's eat grandma, or let's eat grandma. Oh, the punctuation, it connotes different meaning. One says, uh, let's eat grandma, and other says, grandma, let's eat. Though, I mean, words are same, the punctuation, the position of comma uh, makes a lots of difference. So it's clear that the punctuation save lives. You can see even most medical, especially legal terms, if you are not very cautious, it can connote a different meaning, especially in judgments. When certain sentences frames are used, a not or a comma before or after can entirely change the meaning. Like hang not, you know, uh, can without a comma or with comma, it can uh, create a different meaning altogether. So, though you might not have consciously considered punctuation since elementary school, you likely use it every day. Every year, the creator of the holiday sets a punctuation challenge, and punctuation quizzes and games can be found all over the country. So today is also Save Your Photos Day. This was an initiative by Save Your Photos Alliance, conceptualized by the Association of Personal Photo Organizers. Photos helps us to preserve our precious memories and look back at them, but very often we forget to preserve the photos themselves. Photos can get misplaced, deleted, or damaged at any moment. They do not last forever if left without any care. Save Your Photos Day aims to remind us just how essential preserving our photos is, because that's all get left behind as time goes by. And the word photography was first used in the 1830s. It was derived from the Greek words photos, meaning light, and graphein means to draw, and supposedly coined by the British scientist Sir John Herschel. And there are other different types of photographs like calotype, cyanotype, ambrotype that were discovered in later stages. In 1935, Kodak introduced the color film, Kodachrome. There were various processes involved in this, each using different colors of dyes like cyan, magenta, and yellow. Kodak was responsible for a lot of big inventions in the field of photography during its time. In 1975, Steve Sasson, who used to work at Kodak, was behind the invention of world's first digital cameras. Today is also World Bollywood Day. Ever tried dancing on Bollywood style? It's time to release your inner celebrities and celebrate this amazing dance style in the movies that are loved not only by in India but across the globe. Bollywood is a famous dance form used in Indian films and revered throughout the Desi world. The mixture of numerous styles, including belly dancing, Kathak, Indian folk, Western popular, modern jazz, the dance moves go hand in hand with the commercial and artistic framework of the South Asian film world, not to mention at Desis, Shadis, weddings, and so on. Today is also Family Health and Fitness Day in US. Uh, the day promotes physical activity and health with your loved ones. We share genes with our family, but aren't aware of everyday habits we develop from our families as well. Food and health patterns tend to spread between family members when they live in the same household, which remains it can be hard to break out of unhealthy patterns when everyone is doing it. Thankfully, Family Health and Fitness Day USA uh, reminds us to put family fitness first. Today is Schwenfelder Thanksgiving Day. Just like regular Thanksgiving, it is also a day to express gratitude. And today is also National Seat Check Day. The day was started by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA in short, in the US to promote child safety and increase awareness about seat check protocols in child safety seats when traveling. These efforts were put into action due to rising number of car accidents in the United States, leading to countless injuries and death of children that could have been prevented if they have followed proper safety protocols. It's crucial to offer a child passenger the most basic form of safety restraint while traveling on the road. Today is also Lash Stylist Day to appreciate eyelash stylists and people in the business of stylish eyelash extensions. Eyelash extensions are cosmetic applications made to enhance the length, curl, fullness, and thickness of natural human eyelashes. The eyelash extensions could be made from any of several materials like mink, silk, synthetic, human, or horsehair. The main method of application of the extensions is the use of cyanoacrylate acrylate adhesive to apply the extensions of the natural lash a couple of millimeters from the base of the natural eyelash without coming contact with the eyelids. Today is also International Lace Day, and lace has been used for years for a variety of things, right from fashionable clothes to home decor items. And this day seeks so with this anything left out. Okay, with this we shall conclude. Uh, Today is also National Cherries Jubilee Day, the most dramatic of the deserts. And today is also Heritage Day, a day that celebrates South Africa roots and their rich, vibrant, and diverse cultures. And today is also National Orchard Day. Uh, this is day to indulge in the creamy deliciousness that is horchata. Today is also National Mufongo Day. Get your taste buds ready to dive deep in all the flavors of this beloved cuisine. And that's all for today. See you all tomorrow at the same time. Hope everyone enjoyed it. I'm sharing feedback. I'm sharing feedback through polls. Quickly, everyone, kindly fill up the feedback form. Hope you all can hear me. Yeah, thank you. So you can fill the feedback form. Feedback form has been raised in the form of polls. So quickly fill up the feedback form. You can see a window with the overall feedback form. In Zoom platform, there is no link that can be shared within the platform or outside the platform. Feedback is mandatory. And tomorrow we have a conference at 11 o'clock, being Sunday. Kindly join us, register and join us for the conference. The conference registration link is available on the website. Visit website from where you can get all the details. Yeah, if you are unable to see, you can leave your name, designation, organization, email address, contact number, along with your feedback on the session. Message in the chat box, selecting the host. Try to fill up the feedback form. Just if you are still not able to see, you can leave these details in chat box. So quickly, everyone, fill up the feedback form. We'll be closing the session in next 5 minutes. Dear friends, quickly fill up the feedback form. We'll be closing the session in another 5 minutes. So quickly fill up the feedback form. Thank you everyone for joining us. See you all tomorrow at 11 o'clock for the international conference. If anyone is interested to present papers or make a presentation, kindly contact me on my WhatsApp number. So this series will be there till next year, 2023, August 31st. So daily we'll be having international webinars and every Sunday international conference. So you can keep joining every day from 6 to 8 in the evening, and on Sundays it's 11 to 6 p.m. 11 morning 11 o'clock to evening 6 p.m. So you can also present if you are an subject expert, or otherwise also you can join as a participant and enjoy the sessions along with lot of takeaways. Every day you need to register. Registration link has been shared. It's available on the website. All the details are provided on the website regarding certificates, everything. So, kindly go through the website. You will find all the details. Many times I see many are not following formalities. So that will unnecessarily delay it. Don't think that without you know completing formalities, all things will happen. That will create in a longer duration. It will create problems for you. Even at times now we are giving you because we will be giving you certificate for presentation participation. But formalities are there in place, like you need to register daily because every day you are going to get certificate. So every day you have to register, you have to attend, and you have to provide feedback so that you will be eligible. Uh, and you need to maintain minimum attendance. So all these will automatically go into system. We are not going to enter your details manually. So you yourself need to enter all these details into the respective forms. So if you are not filling it, then you will not have this data in database. And tomorrow or at any point of time in future, if some verification happens, then your data will not be found. So that will create a problem for you. So always follow the instructions given on the website. Everything is mentioned. The only thing is you need to have time and patience to go through, and it will help you also. It's just a one-time process. You can go read all the instructions and navigate itself on the check the website. You'll get all the details over there. So see you all tomorrow. Take care. Good night. Thank you once again, everyone, for joining us. See you all tomorrow at 11 o'clock with the same link. Joining link is same for all the events. So you can join with the same link. Take care. Good night.